So, good evening. Good evening. We are back again, and the Super League is back again. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. We're going to get into this video shortly. Before I do that, make sure you are smacking the likes up on it. Make sure you are subscribing. Tomorrow, I'll be doing some uploads as well. I'm also live with Rants on his Twitch channel tomorrow afternoon, so make sure you come and check that out as well. But the first time around, the Super League caused uproar. And football fans just decided to down tools. No, we're not having it. It's a disgrace. It's a closed shop. We're not having it. And they folded it. Everyone pulled out as quick as it started. It was over. It was finished. We always knew it was going to come back. This time round, it's not been officially announced yet, but all of the talk is that it will be officially announced either today or by the end of the week. It could be as early as tonight. There's a meeting in London, and that takes place at 6:30 UK time. So it could be announced there. I'm not sure that it will be, but we're going to go through the Madrid Zone's tweets because this guy is relentless on it. He was the guy, or one of the first people putting out information last time round. So yeah, we're going to go through some of his tweets and go through the ins and outs of it. We'll start here. The new Open Super League will be announced today, according to this journalist here. Some of this is conflicting. Some of it says that Arsenal were involved, Arsenal were not, but we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. All 12 Super League clubs have decided to make the competition a fully open league with 0 guaranteed spots. It will be announced today, the same journalist put out. Alexander Seferin, the UEFA president, first the Super League clubs launched a nonsense idea in the middle of a pandemic. Now we are hearing they are launching another in a war. They must live in a parallel world. So obviously UEFA president's not very happy. Gary Neville, remember him? He was so vocal about it. Let's see if this does come in, whether he's going to be commentating on any of it. Because it's all well and good sitting there cussing it and having a pop at it and saying it's a disgrace and it's not for the fans and it's this and it's that. Let's see, as soon as the money lands on the table for Gary Neville, whether he decides to carry on commentating on it. Because if Sky get the rights to it, what, is he just going to quit? I very much doubt he will. So I wouldn't listen to what Gary Neville's got to say, to be honest. But he has said this. Super League will make a comeback. I don't believe the hierarchy and elite in football that exists are going to go away. The time has now come to have an independent regulator to stop these ESL clubs from having the power base. Enough is enough. Gary Neville should practice what he preaches because he's buying his way through the football leagues. But there we go. UEFA President Alexander Seferin says the clubs are free to create their own competition, but do not expect to compete in the UEFA competitions. This is what they did last time. They were saying, yeah, you can have your Super League, but you ain't competing, and we'll kick you out of the league. And we'll kick you out of Champions Leagues and stuff like that. There's going, according to everything I've read, there is going to be no guaranteed spot. The same president said, for them, the ESL clubs, fans are customers. For us, fans are fans. Well, not really, mate, because when you're putting a Europa League final in Azerbaijan and one of our players couldn't play and our fans couldn't get there, not really for the fans, is it, mate? Not really for the fans football, is it? So stop trying to con everyone. There's then loads of stuff about Real Madrid in there. The new UEFA Champions League as well. We're going to talk about that shortly. There's a new format for that. I'll go through that in a second. The Juventus president, Andrea Agnelli, will present a new Super League proposal in London today. This is at a meeting at 6:30 this evening. That is where everyone's thinking that this Super League could be announced. The UEFA president, again, the Super League is a meaningless idea, of course, because you ain't involved. One of the founders of the Super League called me to apologize, and now they're doing it again, he said. The World Cup every 2 years didn't make sense, and thank goodness FIFA has noticed. Well, that was Arsene Wenger's idea, wasn't it? The president also criticized those trying to resurrect the Super League, with Juve president Agnelli watching him in the front row. And Juve, Real Madrid, they're the front runners of this, and Barcelona. All three of them are pushing this really, really hard, really hard. The La Liga president, Javier Tebas, says clubs who still want a European Super League lie more than Putin. Wow. Seferin then said he's threatening Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Juve with exclusion from the Champions League and Europa Leagues. This is just all a bit of politics at the moment, isn't it? And I think they are going to get their own way. La Liga president said that founding clubs Real, Juve, and Barca lie more than Putin, whilst in front of this committee, these people, these are the powerful people within football that run our game. These are the people that are having a tug of war at the minute over the Super League and over the Champions League and over the UEFA competitions. Because let's be real, if this does happen, what happens to the Champions League? It could go down the toilet. The La Liga chief said the bosses of Barca, Real Madrid and Juve met last week at the Juve president house, Andrea Agnelli, to revive the idea of the Super League. Let's carry on. Let me find, there we go. That's what I wanted to find. No permanent members. Teams qualified by results it obtains in the league. 20 members. All leagues will have a chance to win a place through qualifying. The second league of 20 members will be formed as well. Reduced number of matches. Well, it's not really a reduced number of matches if the Champions League and everything stays in, because it means that we're going to be playing more matches. The expected launch date for the hypothetical Super League will be when the decision is announced by the Court of Justice of the European Union in the case for alleged monopoly headed by Florentino Perez. Yeah, and they're saying this for the fans, yeah? Let's carry on. The 10 clubs that will announce the return of the Super League today will be Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico, Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Inter, AC, and Juve. No Arsenal in that. Whether that remains the case, I don't know. It then says, and this is from a different source, this is from the Telegraph. It then says 6 Premier League clubs, and it's named the Big Six, do not intend to return to the Super League. So there's kind of conflicting reports here, because one journalist is saying that, yeah, there's 4 English teams in it, and then another one saying that none of the English teams are in it. So I think we're going to have to wait a little bit. But I do think that this is going to happen. And to be honest with you, I think it could be a good thing. I really do. The amount of money this is going to generate could be great for our club if we're in it. Depends what the Cronkies want to do with the money. And for me personally, I've said this so many times, I think the reason they brought this football club is because of this Super League. So it'd be interesting to see that if we do enter it and it does get created and it goes ahead, as to whether Arsenal are in it, number one. Number two, how much money, because last time they were talking stupid amounts of money, and whether we actually invest that money back into the squad or whether the Cronkies keep it. Before people start going, oh, well, they'll keep it. Well, they've only taken £6 million out of the club since they've been here. So that's not guaranteed that they're going to take it. So, and listen, I'm not their lawyer or anything like that. I'm just dealing in facts about the club. Make sure you are sticking a like on the video, guys. And we're going to carry on reading some of these tweets. Let's carry on. There's another report from a different journalist saying that Agnelli doesn't and won't be making the announcement on the Super League today. The Super League continues to work on its project. They even sent the proposal to the European Union thinking about the future of European football. Agnelli will call into question the current economic control of European football and will sink his teeth into the relationship of the state of clubs such as PSG with UEFA. Interesting. Like I said, this is just a bit of politics, a little bit of a tug of war between these people at the clubs who think they hold the power and UEFA who think they hold the power. And let's be real, without any football clubs, UEFA don't exist. So I think it's pretty evident that it's going to happen because the clubs hold all the power. If you want to go and attend the meeting today in London, you can pay £1,599 because apparently it's all for the fans. If you want a digital pass, it's 358 quid, so you can watch it online. Anyone interested in that? I don't know. A few pages of the documents sent to the European Union by the Super League. I'm not going to read all of this out, but it just goes through that it's not a closed shop, that it'll be officially recognised by FIFA and UEFA. They're going to try and get legal protection, etc., etc. On the other page, it says, it's not a breakaway league. We will eliminate the concept of permanent members being open to European clubs. The Super League project is a recognition of the system that is already broken. UEFA's role creates structural conflicts, close ties to certain club owners from non-member states, lack of games of the highest quality. I agree with that. There is a lot of dead rubbers. Financial controls are inadequate. lack of transparency and accountability around solidarity. The European Union is gradually losing control over the football. And listen, some of the things that they're putting forward make sense, like not a closed shop, cool, so now anyone can enter it. So I think that's going to get more and more people on side. Yeah, and I think that was the problem last time round. There's a lot of people didn't like it because it was shut. So all the lesser teams that are not part of the big six obviously had a hump with it. Yeah, some of the big six teams, fans like myself, I couldn't care less. Yeah, at the end of the day, I just want to see my team win trophies, whether that's a Super League, Premier League, Champions League. I don't care. So for me, as long as I'm seeing my team win trophies, I'm going to be happy. If we're not, then I'm not. It's as simple as that. It will eliminate permanent members. It's now an open league according to the documents. We obviously know that. We have heard what fans say, and it's clear they want open access with no clubs being granted permanent membership and sporting merit to be the core of the competition. Therefore, we eliminate the concept of permanent members. These are all official statements. UEFA's president has now signalled that plans to award 2 Champions League places based on the historical performances in Europe could be scrapped. And I'm going to come to the Champions League in a second, because this is the new Champions League format for 24-25 season. It'll go up from 32 teams to 36. Group stages will be replaced. It will be one big league table. Each team plays 10 games in the first phase, 5 at home, 5 away. That's an extra, well, total of 100 additional games. The top 8 sides in the league phase will qualify automatically for the knockout phase. Teams finishing 9th to 24th will compete in a 2-legged playoff to secure their path to the last 16. Right, now, this is where it gets interesting. UEFA is to expand the places from 32 to 36 teams in 2024, and that provoked furious opposition among the mid-sized Premier League tables by initially reserving 2 extra places to be awarded based on UEFA's ranking or coefficient. So, for example, if Man United finished 6th in the Premier League, they'd still qualify for the Champions League above a team like West Ham, who finished 5th. That, for me, is a bit of a joke. Yeah, that is a disgrace. Because how is a team like West Ham supposed to get its coefficient up if you ain't getting them into the competition to get their coefficient up? So for me, I think that's stupid. But they did say that they're looking to scrap that. So we'll see. Is there any more on this, or is that the end of it? Let's have a look. This is just all about Real Madrid at the moment. What's that? Borussia Dortmund may join the Super League project after Florentino Perez has built amazing relations with Hans-Joachim Watzke. Well, we shall see. And this is the thing. As soon as all the big clubs go into it and it gets accepted, I think that we're going to see pretty much everyone's going to want in, isn't they? According to Rob Harris, there is not a Super League plan due to be announced today. Like I said, some of this is conflicting. One journalist saying it is, one saying it isn't, so on and so forth. I think that's pretty much it. Crystal Palace chairman Steve Parish accused Alexander Ceferin and UEFA of picking clubs' pockets and slammed the plans for the 24 Champions League. He talks about it being for the fans, and he gives 2 spots for clubs who bring in the most TV money. Big up Steve Parish, stuck it straight on him. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it. So my total final summary of this, I don't care whether we're in it or not. I just want to win trophies, whether it be Super League or not. I'd love to know what you guys think. I'd love to hear whether you think it's a good idea, whether you think it's going to happen, how many teams are actually going to be in it, whether we're going to be one of them. Leave it all in the comment section down below. Leave a like on the video, subscribe, share the content around. And yeah, I'm out of here. I'll be back again at 10 o'clock tonight with a transfer video about Darwin Núñez. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. We're out of here. Arteta out.